Europe, but it applies also the same for the American OEMs. They dismantle the car from each and every component, and then they say, we need to bring, every component needs to bring us a certain amount of fuel reduction or emission reduction. It comes from a lubricant, for instance. It comes from the body. It comes from friction. It comes from lightweight. That is by far the biggest one, lightweight. And this why, lightweight, you replace, the steel, with aluminum with composites, and that's why also the bonding technology, is changing towards adhesives, less welding, and more adhesive bonding, and that's why there you see the strong growth. That's similar in the US and similar in Europe. Also same drivers.
Thank you.
In Asia it's a little bit different. There you have really more cars sold. Increasing population who have access to cars and who have more discretionary money, and then they buy cars. So that you see really it's more just more cars sold. Less the technology, with the exception of Japan. Japan usually follows the US and follows Europe. But China, Vietnam, Malaysia, India, it's less sophisticated. There's just more the output. But the regulations, also India, they are seriously thinking about applying the European regulation, but it's not yet through. And this might then also cause changes, that the OEMs, Indian OEMs, will also drive towards lightweight.
I believe you mentioned a 6% growth rate. Now, was that for coatings and adhesives together, or just for the adhesive market?
That's only the adhesive market.
Yeah. So
that's only, and it is confirmed pretty much. This number is confirmed. When you read some market reports, you see some, they talk about even close to 10%. But what I have heard when I was talking to the market recently, they say 10% is too optimistic. It's more in the ballpark towards 6%, 5.5%, 6%. Yes, it's across the globe.
How long of a period of growth do you see that percentage achieving? I mean, is that just a 2018 percentage, or does that go beyond 2018?
It will go beyond. It will go at least unless we need to say unless we see a massive crisis that happened like in 2008 or 2009 when the car sales it dropped dramatically. If everything goes normal, then we should see that for the next 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
Because I said, in particular in Europe, in North America, because of the technology change, steel will be replaced by aluminum and also by composite materials. Plastics are also increasingly used in cars just to reduce weight. Reduce weight and then have a better fuel economy. And that's why you see that it is a trend that goes on. So that's not to expect it. Unless some macro political impacts that change the picture completely, like in 2008 or 2009, the crisis what we had. Then of course it's different.
Okay. So if we could, thank you for that. It was very, very interesting and helpful.
You're welcome.
If we could switch gears a little bit. You mentioned a couple times early on about the main suppliers and their market share. Can you describe who? And again, this is structural. We're speaking structural adhesives.
Sure.
Who are the major structural adhesive suppliers? And if you could, talk about it in regards to maybe our focus here is NAFTA, but also give us a perspective of what that would look like in the other regions as well.
Okay. In particular in the US and in Europe, so you have 3 dominant